Hi there, it's Monday and it's good to see you here on Hoohaa Sports Today. Hope it was a great weekend for you, but as in the sporting world, football presented some highs and lows, while Malaysia's squash queen claims win number 7 on home soil. We'll have details from the KL Open Squash Championships and other sporting highlights in our sports brief update. But first, the English Premier League. Going into the weekend, the top teams went in with mixed emotions. See, Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal had devastating results in Europe, whereas for Spurs, Chelsea and Man United, I think it's more of how do you survive all these matches that are coming your way with progression to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Well, Chelsea will face United in the last 8 and at the weekend, both picked up wins. United found it hard but got the winner late in the game through the under-pressure Dimitar Berbatov. Arsenal failed to keep pace as they settled for a draw. Chelsea, meantime, pounded more heartache on City with another late show from David Luiz and Ramirez. Liverpool bounced back from a European hangover while Wolves are certainly battling for survival. And so are Wigan, Stoke and Everton, who also picked up wins. The Battle of the Blacks ended in a stalemate while Robert Green denied Spurs the 3 points. But this is what one Spurs fan had to say after the match about Defoe's missed chances.
It is a big concern for us, Spurs, especially the manager, I think, Harry Redknapp, may want to call his wife after this. Probably, but on a serious note, I think that his time with Spurs may not be long.
You can watch the progression of another tough night for Spurs fans in our Fans Live coverage on the Hoohaa Sports tab at Hoohaa.my. Though the frustration towards Defoe is universal when you check out the various Spurs fans' Facebook pages, manager Harry Redknapp has come in Defoe's defense to reveal that the striker had been affected by the death of one of his grandparents the night before. Redknapp said Jermaine was up half the night due to a family bereavement. I wasn't sure whether to play him, but he wanted to. He had some good chances today, the little fella, and he normally scores them, but it was just one of those days. It wasn't through a lack of effort. Harry further later added on that this is how it goes. Another day he'll go and bang a couple in, quote unquote. Well, if his mind was preoccupied, why start him? Anyway, it is getting heated in the standings with only 8 games left. But if you just love a little guy's story of making it in the big time, that drama lies in the bottom half of the league. First up, the top 10. United are 5 ahead of Arsenal, but the Gunners can close in to 2 with that match in hand. Fact is, they are still chasing. Chelsea leap over City. Tottenham are also chasing for an assured place in next year's Champions League. It's between Liverpool, Sunderland and Everton for that final Europa League spot, while it's safety from the bottom half for Stoke, because this is where the action is. Newcastle and Fulham have a little edge, but with just 8 matches left, they could be dragged down by all the other 8 clubs at the bottom half. And just look at the goal difference between them. Every one of those teams can end up being relegated in unfortunate circumstances, and I believe it will come down to the final day of the season on May the 22nd. Okay, let's look at some other sporting news that caught our attention as we bring you our sports brief. In squash, world number 1 Nicol David picked up win number 7 at the KL Open Squash Championships. She just took 34 minutes to defeat Madeline Perry in straight sets. Her previous tournament wins were in 2000, 2002, 2005, then consecutively in 07 and 08, and this year's win comes on the back of last year's success here. To tennis, and Novak Djokovic captured the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells by defeating world number 1 Rafael Nadal in 4-6, 6-3 and 6-2. This is Djokovic's 18th victory of the season and will move up to 2nd in the rankings behind Nadal after eliminating Roger Federer in the semis. And finally, Moto GP's season opener in Qatar was won by Casey Stoner, whose pre-season testing performance seemed to be the precursor of how the Australian will dominate the season. He was 3.5 seconds ahead of current champ Jorge Lorenzo and another 2 seconds in front of teammate Dani Pedrosa. Valentino Rossi's debut season with Ducati ended in a disappointing 7th. The next race will move to Jerez, Spain for round 2 on April the 3rd. And that's all we have for you today. Until tomorrow, from the team, I'm Patrick saying it's bye for now.